Traffik is the generic and by-the-numbers home invasion, human trafficking, whatever thriller written and directed by Dion Taylor that stars Paula Patton and Omar Epps in a simple situation that you've definitely seen played out in film before. A group of people heads out to the wilderness to enjoy a weekend or so getaway to just get back to basics and enjoy themselves. But then there's some local crazies that have some problems and they end up trying to kill them and it's all shit. Right? You've been there. I love those kinds of movies. When I saw the trailer for this one, I was like, been there, done that, can't wait to do it again. Let's do it. So, I actually chose to see this as soon as possible. And Traffik just so happens to be an average but enjoyably okay kind of horror thriller that ends up using the human trafficking angle to its advantage. However, the poor character work and amateur dialogue ends up weighing it down and making it just kind of... So basically, Paula Patton plays journalist Bria, who's been working on the same article for a year, but somehow still has a career. But then her boyfriend, played by Epps, is this perfect gentleman who builds cars and whatever, and he builds her a car, and he's gonna propose to her for her birthday. His friend, his company's place out in the mountains is available, so he's gonna take her there, and it's gonna be romantic and amazing. While the writing is poor here, the acting is decent enough to make it believable, and as they jam to tunes in the car, you're feeling it. Until they reach a gas station, where they stop and, basic assholes show up, being racist and sexist, and generally letting us know that they're gonna need to die before this movie is over. And so this cracked out crazy bitch who's all just like sticking a satellite phone in fucking Bria's purse, and then, wouldn't you know it, they end up tracking the satellite phone. No one else is paying attention, but whatever, who cares? So anyway, the couple goes to this amazing house. They get there, they love it, they're having so much fun. They fuck in the pool, they start drinking. It's a general good time. And then their two friends, the one friend being the guy whose company's place it is, they show up and it's a surprise and bummer the dude can't propose to his girl yet, whatever. So they're chilling until fucks from the fucking gas station show up ready to cause terror and pull some murderous shit. Well, wouldn't you know it? They're actually human traffickers, and that phone they have has plenty of human trafficking information on it, which clearly would be detrimental to their group because, human traffickers generally are supposed to be, super smart, and that's why it's a thing that's, very underground. I get it overall. That's a very disturbing subject that this film handles, and that's something that maybe will turn people off. But the simple fact is, this isn't very far-fetched, this whole premise, and that ends up making it be the number one thing that it has going for it, because it's plausible, and it makes sense, and that aspect of the film is played out, I thought, quite well, and realistically, from the facts that I know about human trafficking, and I have to commend it for that. However, where this film fails is that all of the character work that should make us care about the horror and the tragedy and death that follows ends up really not mattering because our characters are just pretty cardboard. I mean, we end up getting in one scene the major focus of this film with this characters before the villains show up is there is a drama between the foursome when they find out that two of the four have had sex before they then split off into pairs, and guess what? Those two are not in one of those present couples. So, drama! But it's just not entertaining, and it ends up coming off stupid because we have scenes where there's dialogue like this that plays out, where one says, oh yeah, but I hooked up with her before you guys got together, so I mean, it's cool. And the other one going, man, we've been tight as hell since kindergarten, so we're ready to be able to power through this. This is nothing, we're so close. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, excuse me, though, let's hold up. If you guys are number one homies, shouldn't you know who your guys are like? You would be like, oh yeah, I fucked that girl, you're dating her, I fucked her. That would come out, and that would certainly come out with the other women being friends. There's no way, it just is there's so much time spent on that trying to make these characters engaging, but they aren't because the whole situation is kind of stupid, and it really should have just. They could have gone Friday the 13th with it and just had them partying and hooking up and just hanging out, and then the murderers show up because really what they try to do engage us ultimately ends up making us think these people are kind of stupid and lame, and like it ends up backfiring horribly, which is unfortunate. Now, as someone that watches these movies a lot, I do have to say what I loved is when it comes to our protagonists end up going against the antagonists and trying to take them down and stuff, those scenes work and are very entertaining. A lot of films like this end up not having that good catharsis level. Where this film fails is it ends where there should have been a good bloody brawl or something. It ends up just being a stupid scenario playing out that just doesn't make sense. And I'm really sick of movies trying to just throw something at you saying, hey, isn't this smart, when the logic is absolutely ass backwards? It does not make sense. And this film just tries to do convenient things like, oh, hey, it looks like the morning, but now 5 minutes later it's sundown because we want this scene to be night. And it's just, it just really comes off very poorly overall. Like, I think where this film tries, it doesn't always succeed. The good parts are good, what you want going in, I guess, but overall, the story ends up bringing it down, and it sucks because there's a good cast and they're really doing their all, but they're given such horrible dialogue and bad scenes to work with that you're just like, ugh. Okay, I mean, I like some parts about it. If you are a diehard for these films and you really want to see it, then maybe sure go for it. But I would say this is one that you want a red box when you have a code for like a rent one get one, like. But, you know, it's not one to rush to the theater to. I'll give you this. I mean, there was an old man in the row in front of me falling asleep. His wife kept having to jab him awake because he was snoring and it was fucking annoying. And it was just like, that could be you in this movie. I don't know. Who am I to predict? I don't know. Maybe you'll love it and you'll really enjoy this film. But also, maybe you'll fall asleep and really fucking annoy the entire audience with your snoring. So, like, just, you know, PSA there. I don't know. Just watch out for traffic. Like, this could be exciting or incredibly boring, depending on who you are. I don't know, but I give Traffik a 2 out of 5. I wanted to at least meet this one halfway, but even as I was leaving, I was like forgetting about it. I was like, yeah, that Traffik? Okay. No, I don't know. Not really gonna remember it that much, but Traffik, 2 out of 5. If you really like it, maybe watch it, but you can wait on it for sure. Now, what other good kind of movies do you like this? Like Vacancy, or, I don't know, you tell me, give me some suggestions, I always love that. Feel free to do all the good stuff, comment, like, subscribe, and if you made it this far, thank you for watching.